A lot of you know my dad has been sick, and I want to take every opportunity to thank the Lord for this. Because he got sick back in November. I felt the Lord calling me to resign my position at Minneapolis. I have no idea why. October 4th, I turned in my resignation. November 4th was my last day. November 23rd, my dad, October 31st, my dad's head started swelling. He thought it was something he was taking, and I let him kind of see it, but I just tried to think, oh Lord, it can't be what I think it is. So he kept thinking it was medication he was taking, and anyways, then he got COVID. So I sent him to the quick care. They did a COVID swab. He had COVID. So then nobody could touch him because he had COVID, but his head was still swollen, his arms were still swollen, his chest was still swollen, but he had COVID, so, you can't do anything because he had COVID. But one night we had been to Columbus with my sister, and I was coming home, and we called my dad to see if he wanted a pair of Dr. Scholl's shoes, because that's what Dad likes. He said, Miss, he said, no, he said, I haven't been able to lay down at all. When I lay down, he said, I get so nauseous and I throw up. I said, Dad, I don't mean to scare you. I said, but it's time. It's time you get yourself to the emergency. No, I think I'll go in the morning. I said, no, I think I'll go tonight. So they met us over there. But anyway, long story short, my dad was diagnosed with small cell lung cancer, which is caused 99.9% by smoking. So it's one of those things. You can pray against getting small cell lung cancer, but there's things you can do so you don't get that stuff. So, take that in your minds. But he knows. But when we got to Columbus, OSU, God's hand in all of that. He knew where we needed to be. He knew the doctor needed to see him. He was in such a dire strait. All his blood vessels were engorged. He had the tumor was pushing on one of the major vessels in his chest, and the blood wasn't going. It was serious. It was serious, but God knew what to do. But during all his treatments and do all of that, we were specific in our prayers. We prayed, don't let him become short of breath. He has lung cancer. That's a big deal. Don't let him become short of breath. Don't let him have a cough that he can't get rest. He had to have radiation. Don't let him get to where he can't eat, because where the radiation is going to hit, it's going to hit the esophagus. And the other one we prayed was, let the chemo and radiation take care of the problem and go in there and do what it was meant to do. I can honestly tell you that my dad went through everything, no shortness of breath, no cough. He's able to eat through it all. Now, he had some sore throats, but he was able to eat. He maintained his weight through it all. And past Tuesday, we went back up to OSU and did his follow-up scans. And in the middle of all that, he had to have emergency gallbladder surgery, but hey, that happened. His scans, the tumor, all the vessels are open. The tumor is just
Jesus.
You see the tumor, he said that it's dead. The tumor is dead. And I want to thank everybody that prayed for him, because I don't know, maybe you guys are better Christians than I am. But sometimes when you get in that battle, you can't pray. You cannot. You're overwhelmed. And we had our things we prayed for. Thank God he was a praying man, because he said, what do you need, miss? I said, pray for this. So we had a bunch of people praying for that. But there were times I couldn't say a prayer one. Honestly, I just was so overwhelmed. But I want to thank him. And I want to give him I want to take every opportunity I have to give him all the praise. Because he didn't have to do that. Because my dad knew it was his own fault. My dad knew. To this day, he hasn't had a cigarette since. He's quit the cigarette.
Amen.
God's good. Amen.